Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back to the bench. An exciting day today. It is Christmas time early here for Barbatos-Rex. My new paint line has arrived. This is a collaboration with Robot Kai and her Kaizo line of paints. I had samples of these months ago, and I was impressed and asked if I could put my name on them. They agreed, and I named them, and they got the labels done. And they finally have arrived. This is a beginning of a collaboration I'm going to have with Robot Kai going forward. All kinds of stuff. We're working on maybe some tools, paints, all kinds of stuff. This is awesome, but this paint line is great. We have the colors at the bottom, and across the top, 5 new primers. Black surfacer, gray, dark gray, so you got 2 kinds of gray, white, and pink. These are very thick. Let me see if I can open the jar here. I'm going to work in front of the camera here. Here we go. This is a very, very thick primer, and most of the paints are very thick too. You're going to actually, you see it's like mud almost, and which is great because this allows you guys to stretch out a jar by a lot. You can with the primer, and when it's that thick, some paints are a little thinner. You'll know when you get them, but when they're thick, you can thin it out 60, 40, 60% thinner, 40% paint, even 7 parts thinner, 3 parts paint. That's how much you can stretch it. So you're going to probably get about 4 jars worth out of these, this paint line. And many of these colors are actually very thick also. So with it, I thinned it, all of them, across the board with my new leveling thinner. Also available right now. Some of you guys have already gotten it, and I've gotten great feedback. This stuff is awesome. So let me go over the colors besides the primers. The primers I love. It's the first product I've seen that they sent me that I loved. And then they sent me the colors next. And let's go over them now. Starlight Gold, Metallic Gray, Burnt Iron. If you want to see my name, here we go. Barbatos-Rex. There's the Kaizo logo. That's Robot Kai's logo. And there's the Mecha Empire logo, which I usually use for my paint line. No fancy name here, just silver. Champagne Gold. Coral Alloy. Black Iron. Iron. We'll get it right. Flamingo Alloy. Glacial Blue Ice. Look at that. The labels correspond with the color. So you see the metallic look of the color on the label. That will reflect the color. Lithium Lilac. Steel Salmon. You can't really see the color through the glass, so that's why I didn't really tip it over. You'll see it when I spray it on. And Seafoam Steel. All right. Now, when I saw the demo, after I picked the colors and they sent me the display pictures, I saw the little cats. And I says, I want those. So they actually 3D printed me a bunch of these little cats. And you're going to break them off, obviously, and trim them up. So let me get this out of the way. I showed you that because that's what we're going to do. I took spoons and I put 2-sided tape, Gorilla tape. Gorilla. And I put a bunch on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray 1 primer. I think I'll do black because I'm going to show you the black throughout this test. But I'm going to show everything. I'm going to show you what the gray primers, all of them. You're going to see every color. And these are pulled aside because I'm going to pick these 2 to spray on camera. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and start. I'll paint one of these cats with the primer. And then I'll spray all the cats. And then I'm going to put them all on spoons. And I'm going to spray every color. And I'll show you every color. But on camera, we're going to spray maybe, probably these 2 and the black primer. So let's go ahead and thin out some of this primer. Let me show you how thick this is. Now you can actually just spoon this out. Let me get this cap away. You can actually spoon this stuff out. Look at that. We don't need that much. I'm going to show one on camera. I'll spray most off camera. So I'm going to say that's all I really need. All right, let's clean that up. All right, now, always I keep a rag like this, an old face cloth type of rag, and I always clean off my threads here on the jar, and that gives you a nice airtight seal. Very important to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab my leveling thinner. You get a pipette. Here we go. And we are going to thin this stuff pretty heavily. Look how thick it is. All right, and I wanted it this way, not so much for the primers, but for these, so you can actually brush them on, thin them a little bit, and you can brush them on. But I'm going to go ahead and at least double up this primer. And what you want to do is, what I did, is I went ahead and I pre-mixed them, and then I put them in these jars like this. I get them at my local tattoo shop or Hobby Mio. And Robot Kai, who sells my paints, has these spare bottles too. It's a good thing. You put black primer, thin it up, and you gotta always have your primers and stuff ready to go. And that's what I did with a lot of these paints when I first got them in. So we're gonna take my paint stirrers, gonna cut these in half. All right, and let's mix this up. It's still a bit thick. I could probably thin this even further, but when you put it in your little jar, the little bottle I showed you, just throw it in there with a shaker and just shake it right up. That's it. We should be good to go there. Running down the side. That's how I can tell. Now, if we want to go ahead and pick one of these up, hold on. Look at that. Beautiful color. All right, let's grab another cup. Do the same here. Yeah, this is one of the thicker ones. This is pretty thick. You're going to thin this at least 50-50. At least. 5 parts thinner and 5 parts paint. I don't even need more than that because we're just going to paint the one little cat. And that really is going to go a long way. All right, here we go. Some noticed the pricing was a bit high on the jars, but the dollar per value as far as how much you're going to get after thinning it is really astronomical. You are literally getting probably 4 times this jar after you thin it. And even needs thinning for brushing too. So let's go ahead and mix this up. Beautiful green. I haven't even seen this yet. I've seen a couple of these. I have not seen this green at all besides the original sample they sent me. So it's going to be exciting to see that. Look at that. It's a beautiful color. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and thin the rest. And let's head over to the booth. I'm going to use my 0.7 Barbatos-Rex Swallowtail for the primer. And I have the 0.7 in there now, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that. And that's fine. You can go with the 0.7 for the primers. And we'll start with the cat. We'll check that out, and then we will move on with the rest of the colors. Meet you this way at the booth. All right, my friends, we are at the booth. We're going to go with Black Surfacer, of course, because we got to start out with primed cats. We're going to use the same color. We're going to go flat black primer across the board for all of the pieces. So we'll show you all the colors over the same base. And unfortunately, for my situation here, at this time of year, I deliver retail, and you can only imagine where where my day looks like. It was insane today. It's going to be insane the next few days, but I had to stop and at least get you guys in on seeing these my new paints. I'm just excited that they launched. Some I've already bought them, and look at that. We are covered. I'll show you how beautiful and even this stuff dries out. It's just awesome. I don't even know if I got another spoon. Let me grab a white spoon. Hold on, guys. Had to reach back to grab some spoons. I just wanted to show you quick the primer going down. This is what I do all day when I have to get a test in and I got a primer to do. I just load up my airbrush here and go to town. Of course, the 0.7 needle gets the job done quick. All right, guys, I'll let these dry. I'm going to go spray all the rest of the cats. I'll meet you back here. Actually, we got back at the bench. I'll show you the primer, then we'll come back and do the colors. All right, guys, sorry, but we got a bit of a hodgepodge here. I ran out of some cats when I reached the pink later in the day, but I got it on a spoon, and with the white, the same thing, so I'm going to spray it over a color. This is my wing that I used for that marble test I showed you guys, so I figured I'd show you the white over the gray anyway. But here's the black. I'll put him on a spoon because we're going to go ahead and spray some colors on him. Look at that. Is that beautiful? I mean, it's black primer. Can only get so good looking with black primer. Here's the pink. Nice and even. Smooth. Doesn't have that rough primer texture. Now here are the two grays. Light and dark gray. Keeps all the details. It dries beautifully. It dries in like 20 minutes. You can sand it. It's beautiful. And here is the white. Covered beautifully. It's got a smooth texture just like the others. And there are the primers. They are fantastic. They perform great. I just bang out tons of these cats. I just sprayed a bunch, and then I had to sit there and put each one on the spoon, and you can see a few already are ready to go. So that's where we are right now. So there is the primer. Now let me grab those other two colors, the red and the green. We'll show you those, and at the end, we're going to show you all of them across the board. All right? So, here we go. Back to the booth, and let's check out these colors. All right, we have the green. Seafoam steel, I should say, right? Here we go. I wanted to get my other Barbatos needle. It's in the other room. I didn't have time to change it, so I just grabbed my Grex. That's how squashed for time I am as far as the holidays go and producing these videos. Get a nice base coat down. I'm going to go in a little heavier. These things are very forgiving as far as painting them goes. They really kind of foolproof. Beautiful metallic sheen to these paints. I mean, I was really, really taken by them when I first see them. I says, oh, that's the kind of paint I like. And the rest is history. They let me go ahead and name them and put my name on it. They dry super fast. They're lacquers. I always forget to mention that, but all right, look at that. We'll let this guy dry. All right, I will clear out the brush. I'll grab the red, and then we're going to go over every single color at the end. All right, here we are with the steel salmon. I believe this is what we got here. Here we go. Lay down a quick layer all around. Let me see what I'm spraying at here. 20 psi. I had to look down at the compressor. I always get these questions. I forget to do it during the video. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, now we can go in a little slower, a little closer. Trying to get all these nooks and crannies in this little cat here. All right, there we go. He's looking good. Or she. I don't know what this cat is. All right, compressor came on. All right, we'll let these dry. I'll meet you back at the bench. I'm going to show you every single color. These things are beautiful. We'll see you at the bench. All right, here they are. Beautiful, beautiful colors. I put on like black gloves so you can kind of see the color, you know, against black. This is Starlight Gold. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let me get another glove so they match here. All right, next up is metallic gray. Look at that. It just lays down just so nice Burnt iron is next. Burnt iron. An awesome color. Straight regular silver. Oops, don't hit the camera. It's a bit brighter than the metallic gray. It's hard to see on camera. See it? You can see it right there. There's more of an alloy looking. This is more of a shinier steel color. Silver. All right, champagne gold, much lighter than Starlight Gold. Big difference. Coral alloy. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Black iron. An awesome dark metallic color. Love this color. Love these dark alloy steel colors, metallic grays, the burnt irons. I love that stuff. Look at that. Black iron. That's an awesome color. Flamingo alloy. Ooh, we lost a cat. A cat down. All right, glacier blue. Look at that. That is awesome. Now you can put a top coat on this. You can put a gloss and make it a nice car color with a nice gloss on top, a 2K. Or even further dull it out. And we'll do that test down the road when I have more time and it's not Christmas time. This is the lithium lilac. Look at that. Here's the steel salmon. Hard to see the metallics in there, but it's in there. It's a pearlescent. It's hard to catch it on the camera. Beautiful, man. Oh, look at the seafoam steel. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful color. Oh, man. These were great. I was so happy when I saw them, and I'm so glad that they're in time before the end of the year. And it was tough because the ports are really busy at this time of year. And don't forget the primers also. And these are great primers. I highly recommend them too. They're much cheaper than these. So keep that in mind. And don't forget, you're going to double, triple, quadruple the amount of paint you get once you thin them. Use it with my brand new lacquer thinner, my leveling thinner. It's 500 mil, $11 a bottle. Worth it all day long. I've been using it steadily since I've gotten it in. And it's been so hard to get leveling thinner from Mr. Hobby. And so an awesome replacement. And a permanent replacement, I will say. Let's put my label so we can see it. There we go. And that is it. All right, guys. That is the test. That is the review. I'll put a link below where you can get them. And the thinner and the primer. And I'll just send you right to my direct page. At Robot Kai. I have my own page there. And I also want to say Merry Christmas to all. I might do a Christmas message or just a picture. I'm not sure on Christmas Day. But you really owe it to yourselves to go grab Majestica or look it up on YouTube. A Christmas Carol. This is a power metal Christmas Carol. This is my favorite modern day. You see the disc? I'm listening to it right now. Christmas album. I used to think Trans-Siberian Orchestra was the best. This is just phenomenal. It's just awesome. Tells a complete story of the Christmas Carol with a little bit of a twist. And I highly recommend this album. Just finished it listening before I started filming this video. Go listen to Majestica, A Christmas Carol. And Merry Christmas to all. God bless you guys. You guys are absolutely the best. I love you. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when more videos are coming up. We will see you during the week. It might be after Christmas. I believe it's probably going to be after Christmas. If I put a message up, maybe I'll put a short or in my community section. We'll put something up. All right, guys. That is it. Go grab the paints. They are awesome. I don't know how many they got. I think they got enough to cover the first shipment for you guys. And I'm very excited. Just look at them there. They're just so beautiful. They are just awesome. Let's fix that one cat. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. Have a Merry Christmas. and a wonderful New Year. We will see you before then, but absolutely have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy it with your families. We will see you all in the next video.